You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in for the T, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. When you talk about the best, better say the hurricane line. Talking Ray Lewis hits, back in the Arbo days. Talking Santa the Moss, going deep for the touchdown six. Talking Air Reed all in the backfield, safety blitz. Yeah, all of my soldiers, they ride, reppin' at you. Hoping we running to you. Irvin catching the ball, Philbin get sacks. I ain't your hitting the fools like G. DJ Porter, Sap, but legend forever. Andre Johnson, Gore, Gino Toretta, Brandon Harris, Kid the Dorsey, Willis McGahee, Reggie Wade, Travis Benjamin, how can you play it? Talking 83, 87, 89, 9101. That right, got fire is get right. We live, we big, had to stay long. No lie. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in for T, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in for the T, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Year of the 8-ball. One time for my dogs, you got it. Number one for the crib, on the side, and it ain't no top. Bitch. Sit far to the left. Sit far to the right. Have it pose up. Have it pose up. Brian McKinney, Devin Hester, Kevin Winslow, Jimmy Graham, Michael Barrow, Vince Wilfork, Jim, Brian Patter, Dan Morgan, shut down the line. Sam Shields, Sean Spence, taking shots, shout out to my homies. Roscoe Paris, DJ Williams, Philip Buchanan, Landon Hake, John Beeson. One time for the Rock, one time for Chip Kelly, and all of you players. A special salute for the truth, Sean Taylor. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in for T, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in for T, that's you. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. See, everywhere I go, you know I rep that you. Orange and green from head to toe, that's you. Back in the 80s, dressed in for T, that's you. You got it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to NMDTV. Canes all day. If you're rocking with the you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on the video. Big shout out to all my members in the chat. Much love. Shout out to everybody who came early. If you want to be a member of the channel, get the special emotes, get the member-only videos, all that good stuff. Just showing that you're really rocking with your boy. Hit that link. Right there in the chat, you can get signed up. And man, we got to talk about this. So obviously I'm here. Cormani McLean has officially flipped. He will be going to Colorado. My instant reaction, because I want to break this down from 7 different factors, but my instant reaction when I saw the news that it was official, I was happy. I was so happy. I said, I am happy that this is over. I am happy that this right here will be my last time talking about Cormani McClain for a while. on this channel. I said I was so tired of Cormani's visiting this school, Cormani's visiting that school, Cormani's doing this, Cormani's going to sign, Cormani didn't sign, Cormani wants this, Cormani got a film crew, Cormani's in Colorado, Cormani's in Tampa. Y'all need to trim. It's all about the you. I'm going to Miami. I can't do interviews. It was exhausting to cover it. I'm not even going to lie to you. So my first reaction was, I'm glad this is over with. I'm glad that this school can move on, Cormani can move on, and everybody can go on by their ways. Now, when I look at this situation, because there's rumors going around, there's rumors like NIL had something to play with it. There's rumors that, they wanted DVD as an on-field coach. There's a lot of different rumors. And I see somebody's in the comment right now, they're laughing. They're a Florida State fan, and they think that the Miami fan base is upset. No, most 80% people knew Cormani wasn't going to be a Miami Hurricane when he didn't sign on the dotted line when he had his chance. When he didn't sign, that's when everybody was mad. That was the time to troll. Right now, I believe a lot of people are just saying, we're glad it's over with, okay? So now let's talk about Cormani the player. The pros and cons of Cormani. The pros with Cormani is Colorado is getting a new age type of corner, a corner with great ball skills, a corner with good makeup speed, the ability to make plays. He'll play often and early for them. The cons, he needs to put on some weight, and sometimes he trusts his talent more than his technique. And if he does that at the Power 5 level, he's going to have some problems. That's what you're looking at it from Colorado. If you're a Colorado fan, you should be excited. You should be happy. You're getting a player that has high upside. You should be excited. If you're a Miami Hurricane fan, I already know, because I'm a Miami Hurricane fan, that you're just glad this recruitment is over. But I don't see a lot of Miami Hurricane fans mad. I don't see a lot of them upset. And let me tell you why. Because we've already addressed the cornerback position. We've already got cornerbacks through the transfer portal. We got the Brown brothers coming in. We got Robert Stafford. And when you look at our recruiting class, we have a great recruiting class. So for the people out there who wants to troll Miami, I promise you, Miami fans, we aren't tripping. We're going to get our jokes off. We're going to get our memes off, but it's not like we didn't see this coming. It's really not like we didn't see this coming. So I'm just glad that it's over with. I'm just really glad that it's over with. I'm glad that he made the decision he made. And now we look at this thing as we got our cornerbacks. We would like to get the kid from Georgia, Singletary. We would like to pull him if possible. But Miami moves on. I myself, throughout this recruiting process, I was high on Cormani, and then as the recruitment went along, towards the end of the recruitment, here's what I was thinking. if he stays with Miami, what does that say about this coaching staff? And what will it say to the players in the locker room? Because if you gave a cornerback, not a quarterback, not a quarterback, not a left tackle, not a dominant edge rusher, if you gave a cornerback big time money that left you hanging, I just felt like that would be a bad that would set a bad tone going into more NIL deals and more NIL opportunities. If it was a 5-star quarterback, I would have wanted Mario to fight to the end. But after he didn't show up on signing day, and then all the stuff started to come with it, we were just tired of it. I was tired of it. And this isn't a hindsight thing. This is stuff that I've been saying. This will be a player to follow. This will be a player to follow because a lot of times when a player does this type of stuff, it doesn't pan out. You know, I'm trying to think of a player that had a recruiting like this one and really panned out. And I'm not talking about, you know, when people compare this to Travis Hunter, no, Travis Hunter, he was committed to Florida State. Then at the last second, he was like, okay, I'm going to Jackson State. And that was the end of it. When you look at I'm trying to think of somebody that maybe went back and forth, just a regular prospect that says that flips on signing day. Okay, that happens. But to, you know, go to this school, commit to this school, then say you're going to visit this school, then you don't visit that school, then the signing day comes and you don't sign, then you say you're here and you're not there, the coaching staff looking for you. I tell you, I as a Miami Hurricane fan, I was just glad it's over. And as a content creator, it was good. It's good stuff to talk about, right? That's what a lot of people, they say, oh, I don't like NIL, I don't like transfer portal, I don't like this. I'm saying as a content creator, I do. So my boy JT Sports says once Deion came in the picture, I knew it was over. And that's another thing is I like Deion. There's a lot of people who don't like Deion. I rock with Deion. I rock with Deion. I really rock with Deion. I mean, I don't have a problem with him filming stuff. I don't have a problem with him. You know, this is what he did tonight. That's his job. It's our job to keep him and lock him up. But I think towards the end, I don't know how bad we wanted to keep him and lock him up. So this is definitely something that we're going to keep an eye on. But we got to keep the main thing. And here's the main thing. Miami still has one of his best recruiting classes that it's ever had. Miami's bringing in a Robert Stafford, a Devontae Brown, a Damari Brown at the cornerback position. Do we need another corner through the portal? I do think so. I would like another cornerback through the portal. You looking at a guy like maybe the Iowa guy who we're talking to, maybe the Georgia Singletary kid. Those are guys But it definitely creates a fun night. And I just wanted to jump on here and talk about it, man, and just really see what you guys said. How's our transfer portal class looking? I think we're in the top 20 on the transfer portal classes. You look at, we got Javion Cohen, we got Matt Lee, two of the best offensive linemen. We brought in the Maui Goa brother. We bring in Devontae Brown. Well, we're bringing people in. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this link out here. I'm not going to keep people on the line for long. I'm just going to try to get through as many calls as I can. That's if you want to come on the show, and we'll see what people are saying about Cormani McClain, and maybe you guys have a different take than me. Jaheim Singletary, that is right. That's the guy we're looking at. That is the StreamYard link. I do want to give a shout out to all the members in the chat. I do appreciate you guys. Shout out to you guys for being a member. Shout out for you guys rocking with your boy. Tony, how we living? How we feeling?
I'm doing well. Hey, Grant, honestly, with this whole Cormani McLean thing, this is when the same thing. I don't blame Cormani for going there because you're learning from one of the greatest corners in NFL history. But as a Hurricanes fan, I'm kind of upset he didn't stay with the commitment. But I understand why he flipped, and I don't think it's. To me, the whole money thing, these whole name, image, and likeness deals, eventually we're gonna have to. I think the federal government might have to get involved and really regulate this thing because this is getting out of hand. The whole thing with Florida and what's his name? The Jaden Rashada.
Yeah,
I feel these NIL deals are starting to backfire on some of these schools. To be honest,
my thoughts on that is, I like the NIL. I hope they keep it like it is. Look, it's gonna be like this. If you say you're gonna give a kid $13 million, which is stupid, then you can't give it to him. That's on the school. If you want to pay for Cormani McClain's ability and you think he's worth a lot of money, then maybe you should do that.
No, but you understand what I'm saying. It's getting crazy with the amount of money that's being handed out, is what I'm saying.
But that's my thing. You're only worth what somebody's willing to pay you.
Okay.
You're only worth what somebody's willing to pay you. So the schools, they got to get together and say, listen, I'm not paying no kid $10 million. We're going to build through high school. Or we're just going to try to do it. We're just going to try to get through without paying kids NIL. Clemson, they said they doing it in the name, image, and likeness of God. They said they're not giving out no money. They doing it through the name, image, and likeness of God. So some schools going to participate in it. Some ain't it. I like it being wild, wild west. And you got to navigate through it. It makes it more interesting. Me personally.
No, but you understand what I'm saying. The Wild Wild West, this whole thing is going to, the Wild Wild West, eventually you have to regulate it. Do you agree?
I mean, how are you going to regulate it? A salary cap or,
Yeah, that's eventually how it's going to end up.
Well, I think that's a possibility, but I think at the end of the day, that it needs to be on the school and the coaches to regulate it because the coaches, they get paid a lot of money. The AD, they get paid a lot of money. Regulate your own stuff. People can't keep hoping the NCAA comes in and plays superhero. The government comes in and plays superhero. No, like I said, if you want to be crazy enough to pay somebody $13 million, that's on your school, and you go get the bad publicity.
Oh, and Grant, since Cormani flipped over to Colorado, who do you think our backup plan is? Like, not through high school, but like in the transfer portal? Do you think we start recruiting Jaheim Singletary harder now?
Well, our backup plan was 4-star corner Devontae Brown. You know what I'm saying? Mario already had
Another
backup
experienced corner.
plan ready. You know, that's the difference between Mario and our previous staffs is he has stuff ready just in case things doesn't go well. But I do think now we can start putting the full court press on somebody let me know in the chat, the corner from Iowa or Jaheim Singletary. I mean, we all would like Jaheim Singletary.
No, and you get more with Jaheim. I think you have 3. I think it's 3 or 4 years of eligibility. I don't think he only played 1 game at Georgia.
Yeah, you may get 4 years, Tony. But hey, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna try to get somebody else on and see their perspective. I appreciate you, brother.
Okay, have a good day.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I do think that's what that's the difference between first of all, shout out to my boy Land Found for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. But that's the type of recruiting you're going to get with Mario. Mario didn't say, "Oh, we got Cormani's commitment. We can slack off on Robert Stafford. We can slack off on a Devontae Brown." No, he went and got he got Devontae Brown sealed. I mean Damari Brown, and then we got Devontae Brown through the transfer portal. And then now I do think we need to add another corner from the transfer portal. I think most likely is going to be the kid from Iowa. My boy JT in the house. JT, what's up, brother?
What's good, man? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, as much as I would love to see my boy Slim in the Canes uniform, trust me, I was recruiting too. I was recruiting him, trying to get him to come to the Canes too. But the only ACC school I honestly think he's gonna go to is FSU, and them boys already. Let's hope that don't happen. But I think it's going to be SEC. His top 8 was SEC heavy. The SEC schools were the ones who was.
Wait, who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Jaheim Singletary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing people in the chat saying the same thing. You don't think he's coming to Miami?
Remember, I told you we went to the same high school together. Riverside. We went to Robert E. Lee together.
You ain't put in the word.
I think. Man, I tried to put in the word for damn near every good player that was there, man. It's like I think he's going SEC. I think the pro aspect, the fact that they can get him to the league. Also, Tennessee, you get what I'm saying. I think they're in on them also. They need some drastic help, and his top 8 was just SEC heavy. So it's like, unless the bag, I ain't gonna count out anybody because John Ruiz, the bag man. As long as we got him, I think we got a chance at anybody. So he dropped that bag. Hey,
you never know what could happen.
But I got one question. One question. How you feel about Josh? What's up with the OC? We still got the Josh Gaddis dude in there. Like, what's going on with that? Like, he was getting into it with parents, all kinds of stuff. It's like, what's up with all this, man? I thought Josh Gaddis, I have a Florida Gators fan homie who be hitting me up, and I was like, you ain't really got no room to talk neither, but you ain't lose to Middle Tennessee and Duke. Hey, I had a homie that played for Middle Tennessee State, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. This man told me the week before the game, he was like, hey, we got a surprise for you. And I was like, all right, you get what I'm saying? You my homie, so I ain't never going to talk down on you. Man, they throwing 98-yard touchdowns. Hey, you heard what they coach said at the press conference, man? Bro, Mario Cristobal, bro, he got to – I'm sorry, man. 10 wins or nothing, bro. Like, you lost the Middle Tennessee State head coach came after the game and said that, no, this wasn't no fluke. We knew we was going to win this game. Them boys came in confident. There's no way a team like Middle Tennessee State should be looking at a school like Miami and say, oh, yeah, we can beat them. My teammate said it. He said, looking at the game on film, looking at the team on tape, the whole entire game week, they knew they was going to be able to compete with Miami. And this is the same school that has played some powerhouses. They got blown out by James Madison. So it's like, I'm really concerned about what's
it's
going
any given Saturday, anything can happen. You know that, JT. I mean, their upsets happen all the time. They beat us. That's just the bottom line. You know, there ain't nothing we can do to change it. It happened. We moving on.
Yeah, man.
Mario
But I
got us though.
appreciate
Mario
you.
go get us taken care of. I promise, JT.
I hope so, man. Can't take another year losing to Duke and Middle Tennessee State. But hey, man.
Listen, good stuff. I think people got to get that mindset out. Like, listen, we have changed coaches. We have tried to put band-aids over the problem at Miami. We've tried to do quick fixes at Miami. It hasn't worked. So what do we have to do now? We got to build it down. We got to start from the foundation and build little by little by little. TCU, they were able to do it in a year. That does not mean Miami's going to be able to do it in a year. I believe what Mario is doing is consistently building this program up so we can be a consistent winner, not a one-hit wonder, not a quick fix. No, he's going to take his time, do it right. We're going to win more games than last year, and then we're going to get better the next year, and then we're going to get to where we need to get to.
Man, I'm trusting you, man. I have confidence, man. Even though I don't got a lot of it, man, but I'm still believing in this squad. Hey, a couple weeks ago, somebody commented on my prediction video. It was like another year of Miami living up to failed expectations. I said, hey, next season I'm gonna pick them to win 10 games again. They gonna come through
that's
one
just
time.
Hey, that's why I don't do prediction videos though, because I can't bring myself to say Miami's gonna lose a game because I be like wanting to say it, but then I can't say it. People ask me like, why don't you do like prediction type video? I'm like, because I'm always gonna find a way to say Miami's gonna win. But all right, JT, I appreciate you, my man. I'm gonna try to get a couple more people in. Oh dang, JT got off that junk quick. Let's see. Do we got there's the StreamYard link if you want to call in, talk about Cormani McClain, talk about Josh Gaddis, talk about the state of the U. Shout out to the chat. We got 107 in the chat right now, 114. But I mean, I got 114 in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Let's see what the chat is saying. Players don't stay long enough for that. Well, so I think what it is you're going to have to get a foundation of players to stay. And then, of course, you're going to lose a little bit of players here and there. But we can't have a max exodus of player every year. I think it was this year. It was just bound to happen because new coach, new standards, new rules. My boy Kiwi says we got we got 102 in the chat with only 4 likes. If you could hit that like button for your boy. If you could hit that like button for your boy. Just hit that like button. The rebuild will be painful. This season was painful, guys. This season was painful. I think next year will be a little bit better. And then the third year is when we're going to really see things rolling. But the first year was tough. I think this next year, I don't see us winning 10 games. I don't see it. But we'll see. Jake Garcia transferred to Missouri. Let's check it out. I didn't think that. I did not have Jake Garcia going to Missouri. That was not a. Yeah, that was quick. Hey, his family don't. Hey, his family they're portal experts. You know, because he moved around in high school a lot. Let's see if we can get this up. Jake Garcia is headed to Missouri. Like I said this, if you watch my preview video, I said the only reason that players leave at this point is if one, you bring in a recruit or a transfer player at the position to get things done, or if you you already have in line what school you're headed to. What's up, CW Knows? How you living? How you feeling, brother?
What's going on, man?
Man, you know, just over here holding it down for the U, man.
Hey, man. First of all, man, I respect you, and I'm not one of the typical FSU fans. I lived down in South Florida about 6 years. I probably attended 20 Hurricane games while I was there because I just love football.
Right.
Yeah, that was during the Randy Shannon era when he was getting all them kids out of the same high school down there.
Man, we thought we was telling lies. We thought American Heritage was gonna take us to the top, but that class didn't end up doing too much, man.
Yeah, man, I just came in and laughed a little bit about McLean, but all jokes aside, NIL, I don't think had anything to do with that. Deion just offers so much for them kids. They learn from the best cornerback. If he'd have played any other position besides cornerback, that kid would have stayed at Miami. And Deion got all this media stuff locked down, man. Barstool, he got too much to offer these kids. They can't turn that down.
Yeah, and we got NIL money. If it's about NIL money, we got NIL money, and you know Deion does have the Barstools. You know, he made the announcement on with old boys, $1 million worth of game podcast. So, like I said, good for him. But it was getting to a point. First of all, I'm the type of person where if you don't want to be at Miami, then just let them go. That's why I always say I could never be a college head coach because the recruiting that they got to do is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got to basically begging these kids 24/7. You know, you got to do that so you can keep your job. But in the end, I think, you know, the Miami, the coaches, the fan base, they were kind of getting tired of the recruiting. And you look at Cormani, he gets to go somewhere where, you know, he gets to learn under Deion. He's going to play right away. And it is what it is. You know, this is what college football is, and you got to move on.
Yeah, that's part of it, man. The real football fans want Florida State, and Miami good again. I want to go back to the days when we all was in the top 10 every year. I want to get back to those days, man. We got to start keeping some of these kids home, though. Right.
And I don't know, man. I don't know if it's ever gonna be like that. I don't know if it's ever gonna be like that. Like the get to. I could see maybe one or two, but all three back in like the top 10 or something like that. I don't know, man.
I got one question and you can kick me on out of here.
Okay.
I want to know from a true Canes fan, we all know Mario can recruit with the best of them. Ever since his days at Alabama, out of Oregon, his game day coaching and developing players is suspect at best to me. What's your feelings on that?
Okay, so when people say that, was his game day coaching suspect when he went into Ohio State's house on the road with Anthony Brown at quarterback without their best player and beat Ohio State? I mean, is your game day coaching suspect when you win 2 Pac-12 championships? I mean, I don't know if you can say that. And then when you ask me about development, I say, well, what about Javon Holland? What about Justin Herbert? What about Penei Sewell?
Justin Herbert got better when he left Oregon.
Well, he went to the NFL with
And he
NFL
was
coaches.
a lot better player. He went to the NFL off potential.
He
When
went
he
to
got
the
to
NFL. He got professional coaches now.
Yeah, he
Of
got a
course he
lot
gonna be
better.
better. He don't gotta go to classes and stuff. Of course he gonna be better.
Yeah.
You
he got a
playing with
point.
with elite wide receivers.
So how many years you gonna give him to get y'all back up to respectable?
Long as we keep trending up. Long as we keep trending up, no back steps. Long as we keep trending up and no back steps. Obviously, this year he gets a pass. I understand the vision. I get what he's doing. Next year, I expect us to be a little bit better. And then, like I said, year 3 or 4 is when I think we're gonna pop.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
probably was for us.
speaking, talking to a Florida State fan, remember, it took Norvell. Y'all went through some dark days.
2
know?
years ago, we was straight dumpster juice. I wouldn't even
they
look
was
at an entire
planting
game.
flags at y'all place. They were
Yeah.
planting flags.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I appreciate the conversation, man, and I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
All right, appreciate you.
All right.
Elite record horrible game day coach. Those are facts. I don't get how those are facts. How can you win 2 Pac-12 championships, be a top 3 team at their house, and be a bad game day coach? I don't understand it. So if he's a bad game day coach, then what are these other coaches? Because there's coaches out there that don't have the resume that Mario Cristobal has. We could if Mario was in the Pac-12 now with USC, with Utah, if this or that, we got to talk about what has happened. We got to talk about facts. We got to talk about facts. I didn't see any comments about Alonzo Highsmith. Thank you. I mean, come on, man. What games did you watch last year in which he had good adjustments? I mean, we were 5-7. There's not too many bright spots last year. My boy Cameron, appreciate the $5 donation. I appreciate you being a member. He says, keep up the good word. I appreciate you. Without Cormani, is this still a top 10 recruiting class? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let me see exactly where it lands us. Because I want to know I want to know for sure myself, but I know it's see, according to 247, we're number 7 right now. We're number 7. Yep. 904 Hurricane already had me beat. We're number 7. You got Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, Ohio State, LSU, Miami at number 7. We still got the number 1 ACC class. So, we'll definitely see what's up. And here's the other news. Former Miami Hurricane Jake Garcia is transferring to Missouri. Former top 25 recruit in at the Port of Tuesday is expected to enroll. So there's that too. Get some breaking news. Let's see. Seeing all the players that transfer to schools they're going to, is that being overhyped or underdeveloped? I think it's a little bit of both. But I do think with our staff, I didn't see a lot of development under our last staff. But I think it's a mixture of both. I think you can look at it and say sometimes these recruiting rankings are overhyped and not done properly. And then sometimes you can look at like our linebackers and say Well, our last head coach, he was coaching the linebackers, and the linebackers never got better. Anything on Singletary? Also, we need wide receivers. We do need wide receivers. Only thing I've heard about Singletary is that he's not coming to Miami. I haven't heard anybody say we're in a good spot for him or anything. hey, that 247 was ready. 247 had Carl Reed. I don't know if y'all know him, but Carl Reed, he works for 247. Carl Reed works for 247, and he was at the event, ready for the interview. You know, last time when they committed to Miami over Florida, 247 didn't know nothing about it. 247 knew about this one. Let's see. If what they say about coaches making arrangements to be in Lakeland and Cormani chose to go to honestly, the Dion Miami likely pulled their off, rightfully so. I don't know if they pulled their offer, but what was being said is that everybody was just like, it is what it is after that. But I don't think they officially pulled the offer, though. I don't think Mario was ever going to just pull the offer. I think he wanted to fight till the end. Yeah, I mean, they can't drop us lower because only way they could drop us lower is if they start dropping people like Pancake, Maui Goa. That's the only way they can really hurt our class if they start taking away stars. But you know, they be taking away rankings and stuff. But I mean, there's some players like, you know, those 2 5-star offensive linemen you can't argue with. That's 5-star talent. They dominate every time you see them play, every camp. So we're going to stay in the top 7 with those 2 guys, which is good. You know, we lose a 5-star cornerback and we still stay in the top 10. And in that same class, we added 2 cornerbacks, one of those being a really good cornerback that Alabama really wanted in Damari Brown. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to touch base on the Cormani situation. If anybody wants to know how I feel, I'm just thankful that it's over. I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate the members. I appreciate all you guys, man. 118 people in the chat. I appreciate y'all coming on and rocking with your boy, man. Peace.